Have you ever killed anybody in a video game? Well, guess what? You just might go to jail for it. Or at least that's what the minister of the UAE believes. And UAE is basically United Arabian Emirates, right? So there are some people that are taking the metaverse a little too seriously, and it just brings me back to Sword Art Online. You know what I mean? Like Mark Zuckerberg and this metaverse crap, man, is just... I remember last year, I think it was last year's November or December, they were talking about groping. Like, yeah, getting groped in the metaverse was just as bad as getting groped in real life or something like that. I am here at CNBC, guys, and I'm also going to read a little something from Stealth Optional.com, right? And we're going to get into this, the metaverse, Zuckerberg, and how this is related to Sword Art Online, because it seems to me like they want to make this a reality. Okay, but before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the notification bell, and like this video. Guys, I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. So if you're into those things, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to journey to get 1,000 subscribers, and we're almost there, guys. So let's kick it. All right, so it says CNBC, serious crime in the metaverse should be outlawed by the UN, UAE minister says. Right, and I'm going to skip to the good bits, right, because this is absolutely ridiculous. So it says here, new laws should be created to prevent people from committing crimes such as murder in the metaverse, according to United Arab Emirates Minister of State for Artificial Intelligence. Better not shoot anybody in Call of Duty. It's better to get shot than to shoot. Because you kill anybody in the virtual world, you just might go to jail for it. You see how ridiculous this sounds? I mean, they're really taking this to like another level of...
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
You see, these brainiacs, it's almost as if they're forgetting that this virtual world is not, you know what? Let's keep reading. Let's just keep reading. It says, speaking at the World Economic Forum, because of course where all the evil people hang out at, in Davos, Switzerland on Wednesday, Amor Sultan Al-Alamo said the realistic nature of any metaverse that does come to fruition could allow people to be terrorized in ways that aren't currently possible. It says, if I send you a text on WhatsApp, it's text, right? Al-Alamo said, it might terrorize you, but to a certain degree, it will not create any memories that you will have post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, you see what I mean? It's like the way they're talking about the metaverse. It's like we're not even there yet, and they're already making it seem like this huge deal. Like, oh, they're living in the digital world, man. It's not like we're gonna be eating and taking a shit in the metaverse, you know.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
But Mark Zuckerberg wants us to, like, play in the metaverse, work in the metaverse, meet in the metaverse, get married in the metaverse, have sex in the metaverse.
Shut up, Meg.
That's what Mark Zuckerberg wants. But let's keep reading. It says, but if I come into the metaverse and it's a realistic world that we're talking about in the future, and I actually murder you and you see it, it actually takes you to a certain extreme where you need to enforce aggressively across the world because everyone agrees that certain things are unacceptable, he added. Ooh, good gracious. Oh my God. Wow, man. This is like... So in the future, we're not going to have any fighting games? No fantasy and science fiction games? No Call of Duty? No shooting games where people are killing each other all the time? Is that what's going to happen? And then we're going to go over here to stealthoptional.com. And this goes a little deeper. It says, because basically what they're trying to do, and the reason why I'm relating this to Sword Art Online is because in Sword Art Online, if you die in Sword Art Online, you die in the real world. But here, what they're trying to do is if you commit a crime in the metaverse, like if you steal a digital item, I mean, there should be penalties for that, but they're trying to take you to jail.
Right.
You know, like if oh man, it's like they're trying to make the metaverse the real world. You know what I mean? But whatever, man. So if you're if you're jailed in the metaverse, you're jailed in real life, right? This says, of course, Al Alamos, the Arabian guy, says, wish for metaverse murders to be punishable, as if they were real comes from a massive misinterpretation of what the virtual world is. While companies like Meta, Facebook, want people to live and work in the metaverse, they wouldn't be able to actually kill each other. It's not Sword Art Online.
Well, duh.
And there we go. Right, and then it says, essentially, the AI minister wants to punish people for killing people in video games, a place where death results in respawn. Exactly. You can respawn in a video game. It's not the real world. It says, should you be punished for playing Call of Duty? No, of course. Wow. I mean, they're really trying to bring not Ready Player One, Sword Art Online to the real world. You die in the game, you die in the real life. You commit a crime in the game, you get arrested in the real world. It's freaking pathetic, man. Anyways, man, tell me what you guys think. Comment below, like this video, and subscribe to the channel for more content on anime, manga, video games, geek culture, Japanese culture, and I will see you guys later. This is your boy Andy Matrix. Godspeed.